What's up, savages? It's Wednesday, February 6th, 2019. Let's get after it. Welcome to the RandomCoin Mining Show, where we mine a random coin every weeknight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you like crypto mining video content like this, be sure to subscribe to the SavageMine YouTube channel. And if you want random crypto thoughts and updates and things like that, you also should follow me on Twitter. I do channel updates and things like that, whether or not I'm going to be live or not, which really doesn't happen. Usually I am live every weeknight at 9:30 so that we can get this show done. So be sure to follow me on Twitter as well. I say some really profound stuff over there. Just joking, but anyway, yeah, follow me over there. Let's see, we on this show, on the RandomCoin Mining Show, we have a list of over 100 GPU-mineable coins that we run through an online randomizer to choose one, and whatever we land on, we try to mine it successfully within 30 minutes, so we can switch over to the BrandonCoin. Not to be confused with RandomCoin, but BrandonCoin daily live stream that starts on his channel at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's pretty much the goal. We try to get this done within 30 minutes so that we can switch over to his and we can fill the night with crypto stuff for you to check out, right? So, because it's all about you guys, and if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't, do this show. So as long as you keep tuning in, I'll keep doing the show and we'll continue to have fun with it. I think that this show kind of keeps our skills sharp and prepared to mine pretty much anything that comes down through the channels, BitCoinTalk threads and all that stuff. If it's something that you're interested in, being familiar with miners and all the different algos and miner options and things like that really comes in handy in a lot of cases. So we don't get into the weeds too much as far as really fine-tuning things. We definitely don't get into overclocking or anything like that. Maybe that's something that we can do in the future, but we don't do it right now. And it just comes down to time, because it's tough to do this in half an hour. On the last show, we landed on Bitcoin 2 second gen, B2G, which was an Ethash algorithm coin. We were able to successfully mine it. We only did it on HiveOS and AMD GPUs, though. I kind of like to add in simple mining OS whenever we can. I usually start with HiveOS, and if we don't run into problems, then we'll go over to simple mining as well. And sometimes we'll even do it on NVIDIA and AMD rigs. It just depends on what the coin is, whether or not it's compatible. I say compatible, but either it's efficient on both types of hardware. But something to note about the show is, in order to get this done in half an hour, I think it's important to pre-record the randomization part so that we can land, so that I can verify that it's a coin that we're going to be able to mine instead of wasting everybody's time and not being able to mine it. So I always pre-record that part, just the randomization part. And actually today I really did the same thing that I did yesterday, where I only recorded the randomization part and that's it. So on the show, we're going to go real time and do all the data collection and stuff like that. So I won't be able to interact too much with the chat, because we'll be doing the data collection and getting all the information together so that we can actually mine the coin. So let me switch over to chat and see if anybody's in here. All right, there's a couple. What's up, Crypto Z? What's up, Bitcoin Jake? What got you suspended on Twitter? I don't know. I didn't see what you posted, so maybe that's why, because you got suspended. All right. Let me start the video for the randomization part real quick here. All right, here we go. Pretty excited about this one. It's kind of a popular coin. It shows up on what to mine from time to time at the top, or somewhere near the top. So we landed on Expanse. Now, from their website, I'll give you a little synopsis of what they're up to here, if you're not familiar with them. But all I collected was the coin name, the ticker, and then the algorithm, and that's it. So let me switch back over to desktop. and go to their website here, and let me read a little bit about what they are. So tonight we're going to be mining Expanse, which uses Ethash, and from their website, Expanse is an open blockchain platform forked from Ethereum that lets anyone build and use decentralized applications. So it's a dApps platform that run on blockchain technology. Like Bitcoin and Ethereum, no one controls or owns Expanse, so it's a community project. It is an open source project built by many people around the world, but unlike the Bitcoin protocol, Expanse was designed to be adaptable and flexible. It's easy to create new applications on the Expanse platform. Expanse is a programmable blockchain rather than give users a set of predefined operations such as transactions, right? The currency part of it. Expanse also allows users to create their own operations of any complexity they wish. I think they have a virtual machine and things like that to build on. In this way, it serves as a platform for many different types of decentralized blockchain applications, including but not limited to cryptocurrencies. So it's a little bit more than just cryptocurrencies, much in the same way that Ethereum is with smart contracts and things like that. So there you go. That's just a quick rundown of Expanse. So now we have to get right into the data collection part. So this is all I've collected so far. We're going to head over to, let me bring up my live chat here again real quick. All right, let's go to, first we'll go to CoinMarketCap and see if it's on there. I'm pretty sure I checked and it is. It's not a very high value coin. They have total supply of 19 million, 19.5 million. Circulating is 10 million, 10.5 million. Volume super low today. That's hardly any volume. They do have a market cap of almost $1 million. Is that what I'm looking at? Yep, almost $1 million. So there you go. That's pretty much it for Expanse as far as their details go. So we'll just throw that link into the documentation. Then we're going to head over to WHATTOMINE, and we're going to go to coins and then type in EXP for Expanse, and it is on WHATTOMINE as well. And from here we'll just go ahead and open up. Actually, I already have their website open, so that's cool. So it is on WHATTOMINE. We can use this later if we have time. We'll come back here and do and you know, calculate profit if there is any. Pretty much nothing these days has any great profit, so we will check that out as well. So now we'll go to their, I think you can get to, yeah, if I go to CoinMarketCap, I can get to their announcement thread. So I just right click on announcement, go to open in new tab, and open up here. I like that, so you don't end up on the wrong, usually you won't end up on the wrong announcement thread, because that can be a problem, right? Because, you know, that's how you get directed to download malicious wallets and things like that, is whenever you get to the wrong announcement thread. So here we go. It looks like it was started in September of 2015, super long time ago in the crypto world. It was started by a legendary member, it looks like, Defaced. So that is awesome. It's good to see. Anytime you're looking at a BitCoinTalk thread, it's important, especially if you're looking at a new project, it's important to see what type of people are actually commenting on it and what the comments are also. If they're calling it a scam and they've been around a while and they're a legendary or a hero member like this guy here, probably watch out for it, right? That's all I got to say about that. So you got a few hero members and legendary full members and things like that coming in here. And yeah, see, here's one legendary guy saying cloning ETH, right? So apparently maybe in the beginning they weren't going to do that. Don't know. So you have to just read the comments and kind of figure out, you know, the validity of the project itself. This one, I can tell you, it's been around since 2015. I don't know of any scams that they've had, so I think that they're probably pretty legit. They have a lot of communication on their BitCoinTalk thread here, 377 pages worth. So I would consider this not a scam project at all. So we're going to go with the announcement date here. put that in there, and then we're going to grab the link to the BitCoinTalk thread. And again, I'm just going to go through the motions of collecting the data. I can't really interact with the chat too much because this is all real-time stuff here. Usually in the past I had been recording all of this and just playing it and then talking while we're playing it. I didn't really want to keep doing that because it seemed to be taken a little bit away from the actual show and the progress of what actually has to happen to collect the information and actually mine a coin. So the wallet method, I was kind of on the fence about this. I didn't know if I really wanted to download their wallet because I don't know if I would actually mine them in the future. So what I decided to do, or what I think I decided to do, was to use the Coinomi wallet on my mobile, and we'll just use an address from there to actually mine to, right? To set this up. So, and what I was going to do was I was going to get on this other camera over here and basically walk through it on my phone. And I think I can do that. Let me get rid of that. So all I did was launched Coinomi. I'll come over here and hopefully hold it in a position that you can kind of see it. Hopefully it can resolve there and get cleared up there. So all I'm going to do is go over here and go to the little, what do they call that? They call it a hamburger actually in the developer world, I think. But it's got an actual name, the little 3 lines. So you go there, and then we're going to click add a coin, or add coins. And you can see all the different coins that Coinomi has. There's a bunch. So we're going to scroll down to Expanse right here, which is 9 cents today. Did I put that? I don't remember putting that into the spreadsheet. And then we're going to click the little plus here to add it. And it's going to ask for my password. Give me a minute because I have a super secure password. It's really complex. Takes a while to type in. Don't try to hack me. Alright. So there we go. So now we've got that unlocked and we've got the Expanse wallet open. Then we have to click on receive over here. It's kind of grayed out at the top, so you have to be just aware of that. It's a little button right here. And then that's going to be our address that we're going to actually mine to. So I'm not going to have to type it in. I actually emailed it to myself already, so I've got it. And we'll just go from there. So I hope y'all like that part, seeing the Coinomi wallet in action. Some people, you know, aren't familiar with it. It's super cool wallet. You can mine to it. That's what I like about it. You know, especially for stuff like this. It just makes it's just good. It's a good wallet. Okay, so let me go and grab that address without having to type it in. I could just type it in. It would just take a little while, of course. I think I typed in last night's, so it took a little bit of time. So that is the address. So we're going to go Coinomi as the type of wallet, and then the receiving address is right here. And I just copied that from my email. So basically the reason that these are grayed out is they're just kind of nice to have information. You don't have to have that stuff in order to actually mine it, but pretty much everything else you do. You know, you definitely want to know what the coin name is and the ticker and what algorithm it is. That's why they're not kind of grayed out, but the other stuff is just nice to have info. Yeah, so right here I was actually supposed to type the value, not the link, so it was 0.09. It's a little less than 9 I think right now, but anyway. So now we have everything except the pool and the port, so we need to go and grab that, and we will go to mining pool stats.stream for that. We'll go EXP, Expanse, click on that. There's a lot of pools for it. Some of them don't have any hash rate, some of them do, but it is spread out more than normal. Most of the coins that we land on might have 3 or 4 pools, so this is actually pretty good that it's got so many. There's still one pool that's pulling a lot of it, 43%. Let's see if I'm familiar with any of these here. Okay, so expanse.tech I would assume is maybe their official pool, although I did not see any type of official pool on their website. So we'll give this one a shot. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Since it's in the US, right? We'll give this one a shot, try it out. So we're going to click on help. Trying to find, see if there's a, here we go. So here's the address here that we need, pool and port right there. Should be good, I would imagine. They're showing you what it looks like to mine with, if you were doing command line miner, that would be ethminer. Pretty obvious there. So anyway, we're going to use HiveOS first, I think. If we have time, we might switch over to simple mining. And this is a Ethash or Ethash algorithm, so we'll use the same rig that we used last night. We'll use the Scarif rig, which is 10 580s and 2 570s AMD stuff. So let's throw this back into the documentation here. And then we are pretty much, we have everything that we need to attempt to mine it. I'm going to copy the address because we'll need that first. And I believe that we are ready to go. I think we can head over to HiveOS. Oh yeah, I always like to show you guys what I'm mining. I'm still mining Grin. I know, don't yell at me, CryptoZ and everybody. I'm going to get back on Aeon soon. Just been a little bit busy, I guess. So I've pretty much left everything on Grin still. Still fairly profitable for me. I think I'm getting 2.3 a day, which turns out to be okay at the current. But I'm holding it. I'm not even trading it. I probably should be trading it. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and do a new flight sheet. I'm pretty sure that Expanse is going to be inside of HiveOS as well. So we'll just go COINGEXP. Yep, there it is. Already there. So we're going to add a wallet. And then remember, I copied the address already, so we're going to paste that in there as plain text. We'll give it a name of EXP_YouTube. And we're going to click create, and that is our wallet. Then we're going to select a pool. I figured that they would have a lot of pools in here already, since they've been around since 2015, so they've had plenty of time to get this information to the HiveOS team, right? Alright, so our pool was expanse.tech. I wonder if that's in there. I didn't see it. It is not in here. Now what you could do is just pick one, you know, that you're kind of familiar with, and it would throw all the default stuff into your miner config. But we're not going to do that. We're going to choose configure in miner because our pool isn't listed there. So now we have to choose a miner, and in this case we are going to choose Claymore. I think we chose that last night for B2G. I think we did that, right? Don't remember. My memory's so bad. All right, so click Claymore. We could choose, probably choose any of these that support that algo. It might be throwing all of them at us, so we would have to know, right? Yeah, we would have to know whether or not that miner, and that's because we have configure and miner over here. Had we, I think if you choose a pool, so let's try this. Let's go over here and we'll choose 2 miners. We're just doing a little test here real quick. Yeah, see how it decreased the number of miners that were, you know, by default listed for us. So I think it's just kind of being smart, trying to be smart for us and pick the right miners based on the pool. So anyway, let's go configure in miner. We're going to choose the down arrow. We'll choose Claymore. Set up miner config. All right, so here is where we are probably going to run into a little bit of a problem, but I think we should be able to, let me think here. It's probably going to be, I'm going to say it was this one that we used last night. It was something very similar to that. So let's go ahead and grab our pool. I'm just going to grab this part right here, since that's all that's on the default. Let's see if this works. I don't even know. I haven't mined. The only Ethash that I've mined with HiveOS was the one last night. So, so this is going to be a pretty good little test here. We're not going to do any dual mining. And then for this, I believe that we don't need the override config. There's a couple of things in there for Claymore. I think I have this documented. Give me just a second here, guys. I think we can choose all coins, and see, we'll set all coins to 1. I think that has to be something like that. And then all coins, what that does is that enables to mine Ethereum forks, but still use the default pools for the dev fee, because Claymore has a dev fee built into it. So it'll actually connect to a different pool, mine for a little bit to make money for the devs and stuff. So that's what that's for. And then mode is Ethereum only. If it's 1, then that's Ethereum only mining. So we'll just leave it like that. I don't think that's in here, but it is in here. So if you click on the little, or if you put your mouse over the eye and then click on Claymore documentation, it'll take you to the BitCoinTalk thread for Claymore, and there's a whole host of different options in there. So we're not going to worry about that right now, but we'll leave it like this. Click apply. We'll give it a name, EXP _ YouTube, and then we will click create flight sheet, and then hopefully we will be good to go. Let me delete this one. I don't need that anymore. And I just deleted the one that we just created. Great. I thought I was on the I thought I was on the B2G one. All right, let's go back through that real quick. Good grief. It popped up there after I selected it. That was funny. The wallet. No more talking. I'll just blast right through this. That we need to got that. So y'all get to see it twice. So that's cool. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Here we'll go all pools, all coins. Actually, yeah, it was actually all pools that I was supposed to put in there. That's kind of a default setting. It wasn't even mode. So we'll go like that. Apply. Give it a name again. Create. It's kind of what happens whenever you're kind of rushing through it, right? Mojake, I believe so. I believe you can mine directly to an exchange. Wait. Directly to an exchange? No, I don't. I don't. You know, I don't know. I'd have to look. I haven't looked in a while, so that leave that open. I don't know. I know that you can transfer from the pools. You can create a binding from the pool to the exchange to transfer your coins that way to an exchange, but mining directly to an exchange, I don't think you can, but I could be wrong there. So we're going to remove that one, that old one, the one I tried to remove before. Okay, so now let's go to workers. We're going to click on the Scarif rig, and just so you can see the hardware for that, we will go right here. This is the hardware. That we're going to be using. So we'll go back to the documentation, and then we will go back to HiveOS, and we're going to click on, I got to upgrade too. I'm not going to do that right now, although I probably should, but you put a check mark next to the rig, Scarif rig, showed you the hardware already. Click on the rocket for flight sheets, I like to filter by clicking on the one that we just created or the coin that we just created. And then that just filters out all the nonsense down here, right? So it gets right to the one that you want. So we're going to click on that one and then click apply. And then that's going to send it to the rig. You should see it do something back there maybe. There you go, it ended the miner. And then we are going to also reboot it. So we're going to leave the check mark in there and then we're going to hit a reboot. Because from experience, and some guys in the chat here can probably back me up on this, if you just reload the miner in HiveOS, it's a lot like, sometimes it happens in simple mining as well, but if you just let the miner reload and you're changing coins and you're changing a lot of things, sometimes your temperatures can go haywire on your GPUs. One of your fans won't start or something will happen. So I like, as a best practice, is to just go ahead, assign the flight sheet to it, and then immediately reboot it. Just from a little bit of an experience. What is up, Red Panda? Glad to see you in here, man. You know what you do to me? You submit a video every day right before my live stream, and I'm not able to watch it. I think that's happened quite a few times recently. I'm not able to watch it yet. I have to watch it after the live stream. So you can see back there that it is actually restarting, I think. Yep. So it should be good to go momentarily. And doing this data collection, it seems like doing the data collection part live, it does put us right at the edge to where we're almost running out of time at the end. And we can't really run into a problem. If we run into a problem, we don't really have time to fix it. So if I'm confident that my machine is not going to lock up like it did before with it seemed like the video playback was what was giving me all the problems with the lockups and things. Could have been a couple of different things, but that seems like that might have had something to do with it, which has kind of led me down the path of shortening them drastically to only showing the random pick, and that's it. In the past, I was recording all of the data collection, and we could literally get done mining a coin like 15 minutes, because it was sped up 200% as well. So the video actually plays, twice as fast as real life. So I might go back to doing that. Maybe I'll increase it a little bit, collect some of the information, and just keep working up to see if it can handle a 8-minute video again. Because it seemed like that's where I lost, where I would run into problems with my hardware. Alright, so seems like it's got just a little bit more to go before it's actually up and running. Let me see if I can get into it with, not that, with, where am I at? Oh yeah, let me click on it. Try to get into it remotely here and with shell in a box. And then we'll go miner. Let's see if I think it's up. Okay. So here we go. All right. So authorization failed. So it didn't like so something in the authorization is not good. So let's see here. Let me check a note here real quick. See if we can fix this really super fast. Got a note here. Give me just a second here, guys. I might be able to fix this really super fast. So we're going to go to, I like to go out here to the main page here. Not that one. Flight sheets. We will mess with this one. Oh, you know what? Is that what I did wrong? It's not supposed to have that in there, is it? Oh, it is. Yeah, I think that's what it is. This right here is not supposed to be there. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. No, it does need that. That's part of the config. All right, so wallet worker name. Let's just go with wallet. Let's take out this variable there. Apply changes there. And that should kick off a restart, I believe. Does anybody know if Brandon's going live? It's 10 o'clock, but I'm going to keep going just for a few more minutes and see if I can fix this super fast. Just to see what's up here. I hate that I'm not doing the upgrade too, though. Whenever that's lit like that, you're supposed to do an upgrade. Typically, it gets you to the latest versions of everything. Wrong password. Alright, so it doesn't like that. It's still started. Alright, let's get out of there. Leave. Let's bring it up over here. Yeah, I'm gonna reboot it again. I think. Let's see if anything's happening over here. No. So let's throw it a reboot again. Yeah, I don't like to start really troubleshooting something until I get a couple of, you know, at least one good reboot, especially if things just don't seem right. And I'm looking at the config that we used last night for the other coin, and it seemed fine. So it was compliant with that, you know, naming convention and syntax and everything. So I'm going to give it gave it another reboot just to make sure. And usually, if it's a authorization error, I mean, it could be the pool too, although the pool did have miners on it, so it should be good. What we might do is maybe choose one of the default pools and let it rock that way and see if it works. And then if it does, then we kind of know that there's some setting somewhere that we're missing, I guess. That would be the next step for me anyway. Thanks, Coder Joe. He's probably already live, but like I said, I'm gonna kind of run over. I know I'm 3 minutes over, but I want this to actually work, so I don't want to mess up our streak, because we're kind of on a pretty good streak where we've pretty much been able to mine everything that was thrown at us. So I don't want to mess that up. So let's see what's going on now. Do a refresh here. Still not going. It says that they're down. Oh, it's still booting up. My bad. Okay, I do hear them. GPU's just fired up. So let's see what happens here. Oh, the fans just cranked up a little bit. So that looks pretty good so far. It said no address specified. It says no address specified. So that, I don't know if y'all saw that up there at the top. So that kind of tells me that there's something wrong with, what did we miss? Did we miss something? Clearly we did. Let's go over here. Flight sheets, go into the flight sheet again, edit, set up miner config, wallet worker name. Huh. Let me check. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's get this out of here. This should probably be like this. I'm gonna put a comment in here. All right. Look this over real quick here, see if there's anything that stands out. This was the way the one was last night that worked. So I'm thinking that this might fix our problem. So the default, this one right here, is not really good. It looks like you need to separate the wall variable and the worker name variable. Okay, so let's click apply there, update here, and I am pretty confident that that is going to fix it. So let's see. So I did update it. It needs to be rebooted though, because I only updated the flight sheet. So let's go in here and throw it a reboot. I'm pretty confident that that's going to work, but I want to make sure. Here it shut down, so it's going to be rebooting now. Thanks for the 3 folks that are still stuck in here with me. We'll get over to BrandonCoin in just a minute. Hopefully this works and we should be good to go. What's up, Crypto Wendio? Did you just finish your stream? I was going to raid you tonight, actually. But I only had like I think 7 people at the most. So one night I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna come over there and check your stream out. You always start like right when I'm starting, but that's okay. I can work around it. It's 2 different things, you know. One's mining and one is you know, TA. So hopefully your show went well. I'll check it out after I'm done over here. Why was it boring? What happened? It's never boring, not for me. It's cool stuff. I'm not really totally into TA, but it's interesting to me. All right, so let's see here. See where we are at. Do a refresh here. It's still booting up, so I can't really do anything. You ate too much pizza, so you're a little sluggish. Nice. Look, you brought a couple people back in here, apparently. I was down to 3 and now I'm at 5. Well, one of those is you, I guess. So. Alright, so I think it is back up and running. Let's cross our fingers that this is going to work now. No address specified. You know, that might be, you know what, that might be normal actually for that, because it's that might be the dual mining. That's probably what that is. Like I said, I've never mined using Claymore on HiveOS, but as you can see, that little change that we made fixed it. So now we're getting shares accepted, and we are good to go. We're actually mining and all that stuff. I'll let it get some hash rates up here, and then we will end it, and we will head over to BrandonCoin's live stream and check his out. I don't know how much longer he's got. He's been going a little bit shorter than usual, so hopefully he's got at least a few minutes left for us. I will post a link to that in the chat here. And thanks so much for stopping in, Crypto Wendio. That's super cool. There's a link to BrandonCoin's live stream. All right, so yeah, if you look at the screen here, we've got hash rate, we've got shares accepted. You can hear the miner firing up, cranking up. All the GPU fans are going to maximum and all that stuff, because this is Ethash, so it takes a lot more power than what I was mining, which was Grin. And we can actually check real quick. We'll check the power draw right quick. I hope it doesn't trip a breaker, because that sometimes happens with this rig, because depending on what I'm mining, man, yeah, like right now it's pulling 16, almost 1700 watts, so it's up there. I think the other, on Grin, it's only pulling 1300, so about 300 watts difference, 300 plus. All right, everybody, that is going to wrap it up for me. That was 40 minutes, not too bad. We went a little bit over, but let's head over there and check out BrandonCoin's live stream. If he's still up and running, that's his link. I will see you guys tomorrow night, and I think that Crypto Windio will be live again probably on Friday. If we can adjust the times a little bit, maybe maybe we can go into her stream and then come into mine, however you want to do it. We will check that out. Thanks so much for stopping in, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and subscribe to the channel if you like stuff like this. I will see you guys next time. See you tomorrow night, same time, same place, and all that stuff. Thanks so much for watching again, and stay savage, everybody.